Hi, today I'm gonna do a reading that is new to my channel and I'm gonna do a reading, tarot reading and oracle reading for the new moon for your zodiac sign. So the new moon this month is in Aries, so you can watch for your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. For each rising sign, I will note in what house this new moon falls in your chart, and I'll be using the whole house system. I'll use the website that I use to calculate my whole sign house chart in the description box below. So the new moon is about a new start, about starting over, moving on, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So when we entered Aries season, or when the sun went into Aries, a new astrological year started. This will be the first new moon of the new astrological year, so it's a great time to start over and to remind yourself that life goes in cycles. So if you've been feeling stagnant, it's a great time to see where you can improve. Aries is an active, energetic, impulsive, and optimistic sign, so definitely take advantage of this new moon being in Aries. Don't be afraid to put yourself first. I am not a talented astrologer, so I will link to a couple of amazing creators and astrologers that talked about this new moon in the description box, as well as any other resources that I use for information during this video. Before we get into the readings, I do want to give a couple of disclaimers. The first is that I consider myself to be an ethical tarot reader, so this means that I have your best interests in mind. So there are some sensitive subjects like medically related topics, health, pregnancy, fertility, that I will not talk about. I will also not read energies of people that did not consent to having their energies read. So these readings aren't meant to replace your own free will to make decisions for your life, nor would I call them predictions. I prefer to think of these readings as guidance and messages that you need to hear right now to give you some insights and perspectives to your situation. These are general readings, so as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Since I'll be doing 12 different readings, I don't think I'll be using the same deck for all of the readings, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be switching it up a bit depending on my intuition and what deck I feel that I should be using for your reading. So yeah, now we can get into the reading. Hi Aries, and welcome to your reading. If you are an Aries rising, this new moon is going to be in your first house. So you might feel energetic and enthusiastic. And right now is a powerful time to kind of reinvent yourself personally, to focus on your personal habits in a way to improve your confidence in yourself and to concentrate on putting your best foot forward. So it's a great time to be brave and trust in yourself and any impulses that you might have. So let's see what guidance we have for Aries. So we have these, so of course my eye instantly goes to the Devil, which is a card about distractions and being distracted, because as you can see, they are confined, they are feeling trapped, I guess. They are trapped here by the Devil with their chains, but as you can see around their necks, they could very easily free themselves, and you might feel like you are in a situation where you don't know how to free yourself, or you feel trapped some way, and something is distracting you from the fact that you definitely can get out of it. And the Knight of Wands here definitely indicates that this is a situation that you got into because you were acting very impulsive. I mean, you are an Aries rising or an Aries moon or an Aries sun. You definitely have that Aries energy in your chart. Being impulsive is something that comes very naturally to you. So a situation that you are in could definitely be caused by you being impulsive. Because the Knight of Wands is somebody who loves action and adventures and definitely takes opportunities that come to them. And they are somebody who are confident, and maybe you are currently kind of lacking that confidence. And the Knight of Wands also tells you that don't be afraid to be confident about yourself. You know, this new moon is gonna be in your first house. Definitely be confident, trust yourself in what you are doing and in who you are and what you can do. The Knight of Wands is also somebody who is very creative and inventive. So if there are any things that you have been wanting to start, anything that you've been thinking about. Definitely don't get caught up in any distractions that may occur. Don't kind of look at all of the small details, because the Devil card is associated with Capricorn, and Capricorn is a sign that does look at the details. And I think you need to look at the big picture and just get going with it, and focus on your drive with whatever it is that you want to do. We have the Four of Cups. Like I have already mentioned, this new moon is a great time to look at yourself and to see what it is that you can do to improve your life. So the Four of Cups is a card of self-reflection and meditation, and focusing on yourself, taking some kind of a personal time out, and to create some emotional space for yourself. Aries, okay, so Taurus is one of those signs that is very stubborn, that is notoriously stubborn, but I definitely think Aries can be very stubborn too, and this is also a card of stubbornness. So don't be stubborn, believe in yourself, but don't, how do I want to say this? Don't hold yourself back, I guess, is what I want to say. So you can definitely take some time for yourself, reflect on yourself and your situation and what you can do to improve yourself, but don't get too distracted with that self-reflection, and don't hold yourself back. Don't kind of pause your life, but go get what you've been wanting to get, what you've been wanting to start. So the Page of Cups is somebody who is very intuitive, and I feel like this goes very well with if you have any impulses, because we know Aries is a very impulsive sign. I personally am an Aries moon, so I know the feeling. But if you have any impulses, really go with your intuition. Is this a good idea? Is this something that I should go get? Or is this something that is gonna get me distracted and hold me back from my goals? And the Page of Cups can also indicate a wave of inspiration coming. And if you are an Aries, then inspiration is nothing, a wave of inspiration is nothing new for you. And the interesting thing is the Page of Cups, you have here this little fish. That's something unexpected to find in your cup. I mean, if I was drinking water, I wouldn't expect to find a fish in my cup. But so something unexpected is coming on. And then I also just drew the Death card, which is also about transformation, about I think transformation, maybe spiritual transformation, but I think because this new moon falls into your first house, I think it's more personal transformation. So all of these cards together really give me the message for you that it's time to kind of look within, to self-reflect, to meditate a little bit, and to transform yourself. I know the Death card looks really intimidating, but to me it really is a card of transformation, and a card of when an opportunity arises, definitely take charge and go get that opportunity. It's a card of second chances. It's a card of kind of releasing what isn't working for you. Anything that is meant to stay will stay, but it's definitely it signals, I want to say, a time of transition and moving on, which is perfect for this new moon. And it's a good reminder to clear away any people, any things, any ideologies that no longer serve you. So I want to draw an oracle card for you, maybe two. We'll see what we can get. Okay, and we have this one. It's the Apophyllite, I hope I say that correctly. And it says to stay positive. So I can definitely understand it. This is one of your first tarot readings in general, or one of your first tarot readings with me. We have the Devil card and the Death card in your reading. So I understand that maybe making you feel kind of pessimistic, but I think it's important to stay positive and to see that the Death card is a card of transition and moving on and releasing anything that no longer works for you. And the Devil card really is a warning to not get, or a message I should say, to not get distracted with anything that no longer serves you. And then we have the lapis lazuli. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And it says, make a decision. So I think that this is, since I put it next to the self-reflection card, I think this is a good reminder to help you think about what you can do right now to make good choices, to not get up into your distractions, to not be afraid of change, not be afraid to transition, and to think about what you can do to improve yourself, what you can do to better yourself. So Aries, this is gonna be your reading. I hope it resonated with you. I hope you found it helpful. Please let me know in the comments down below if this reading was helpful for you, if you resonated with it. If you want to see more videos, more tarot readings, definitely subscribe to this channel or check out my Etsy shop. I'll have listings up soon so you can book a personal reading with me. And yeah, you can also, if this was your first reading of this video, you can definitely watch for your sun, moon, or rising sign for the other zodiac sign readings. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hi, Taurus, suns, moons, risings. If you are a Taurus rising, this new moon will be in your 12th house. So this is a great period for you of review, letting go, and recharging your spiritual energy. So try to find time to do some soul searching and to find some level of emotional peace. This is quite a sensitive position for a new moon, and it is best to find some sort of peace for the soul in preparation for the new moon. So Taurus, suns, moons, and risings, let's get into your reading. Ooh, we have the Emperor, which is interesting because this, I'm sorry for the boat noise if you can hear that, but it will usually not shut up for a couple of minutes. So the Emperor is actually, as you can see by the horns here, this is associated with the Aries zodiac sign. So the Emperor is somebody who takes charge, who is impulsive, who takes control and power over their own lives. So the I just talked to the Aries reading that even though Taurus is a notoriously stubborn sign, Aries can be very stubborn too. And so we have this Aries and Taurus energy. So you might be feeling stubborn about something, and the Emperor is also a card that indicates authority, which means that there could be maybe some kind of authority figure. It could be a parent, it could be a boss, it could be a teacher, it could be anybody who has some kind of authority over you, and you might be feeling stubborn towards them, or they might be feeling stubborn towards you to do something a certain way, but you don't feel right about that. I do want to pull another card to see what the Emperor relates to for your reading. We have the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory, which makes me feel like if you take control over yourself, over your own life, that it could only work out well when you feel, or maybe you feel like you do not have a lot of control right now. Maybe there are some things going on in your life that make you feel like you do not have control. I here just pulled the Ace of Pentacles, which is a card of new opportunities rising. So take control, I would say, of those opportunities, whether that is for a job or some other kind of financial, some kind of wealth, inheritance, or some way to feel independent. I know that Aries love to feel really independent. They really work best when they work for themselves. And I feel like the opportunity that you're gonna be given, as long as you take charge, take control, and work really hard for it, then it's gonna work out. So whatever that it is, that opportunity that maybe has already shown itself and you're thinking about what to do, I think because this is a new moon and it's about beginnings and starting something, I don't know, I feel like this is a great time to, if you get an opportunity, to take it. And the Six of Wands definitely tells me that you will be successful in it. Here I have the Page of Wands, which is somebody who is very optimistic and who has a lot of focus and ambition. So again, this tells me that as long as you focus on what you want and whatever opportunity you are getting, as long as you work hard, and it is within your passion, because the wands is a very fiery energy, and we already have 2 wands here, plus we have the emperor, which is related to Aries, which is a fire sign. So we have a lot of fire energy here, so that makes me feel like there is something that you are very passionate about, something that you've been wanting, and you either are looking for opportunities or an opportunity is being handed to you, and as long as you work hard towards it, it will be fine, or it will all work out, I should say. So the Page of Wands also encourages you to explore kind of a new path and becoming aware of new opportunities. And definitely, she's definitely exploring. She's out here exploring and to see what her talents are. Ooh, okay, I just drew a couple of cards. Let's see, I got the 10 of Cups, which is about, I always like to see this as your end game. So here you can see a happy family who has their house in the hills, and they have kids, and they're just happy together. So it could be a good time right now for your during the new moon to focus on the big picture, on your big picture goals. I think that is a great thing to do regardless. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a very positive card. It is a card of everything will be right, everything will come together. Fortune and success is coming to you. Joyful or good news is coming to you. That is a signal of the message of the Wheel of Fortune. And the 10 of Cups is a card also of happiness and commitment. So there, if it tells me that as long as you commit to your passion, as long as you commit to what it is that you absolutely love to do, you will be happy, you will be content. Of course, this I always feel kind of strange saying that, because just following your passion, if you are right now in a very, very dark place, just following your passion isn't going to make you happy. You do need additional support, of course, but because these readings and just following your passion is not a substitute to, for instance, therapy. I do want to note that. But yeah, I feel like if you are right now in a place where you are feeling passionate about something, you've been kind of getting it started, there will be an opportunity for you, and I feel like you'll be very, very successful. Oh, what a great reading. I am getting so happy for you here. We have the Sun, which is also a card about opportunity, about happiness, about starting over almost. Definitely a time of happiness, and good things are coming to you, or they have already arrived. So I do not do readings on pregnancy, but since we do have the Sun and the 10 of Cups here, I do see something related to children. That does not mean that you are going to get children. It can mean that there are children in your life that you're getting close to, maybe a niece or nephew or something else. Maybe you are a teacher and you are working with kids. That could be something, but it's definitely, the Sun definitely signifies celebration. And we have the Sun for celebration. We have the 6 of Wands for victory. We have the 10 of Cups for happiness. We have the Wheel of Fortune for success. And then I also got this card. I'm gonna leave this in the middle here. Or do I have space? I got plenty of space. So here the 8 of Wands, which is a card of movement, of quick development, and also of new news coming. So exciting news coming. So you can definitely expect for this new moon. But I do want to say that good things can only come to you if you work for them. We have the Emperor here almost in the middle of the reading, and she is somebody who works hard, as well as the Page of Cups. They work hard, and she is here on her victory horse because she worked hard. So I definitely don't want to have this reading feel like good things are just gonna be thrown your way. You definitely do need to work hard for them. But if you work hard and you pick the right priorities, and you go with your talents, you go with your intuition, then good things will come to you. So I also want to pull an oracle card, 1 or 2, whatever is coming up for you. Oh, this one is coming up. It is the Bloodstone, and it says get up, get moving, which I think is an amazing way to finish off this reading, because we have a lot of fire energy here. Oh, we have the 8 of Wands, of course, which is fire, 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 fire. And the Sun is associated with the Sun, which is also fire. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is related to Jupiter, which is, I think, also a kind of fiery energy. And then, and then we have the Bloodstone, which definitely radiates fire energy to me. Get up, get moving, go do something, go create a plan for this new moon, go do something to work with your passions, go work with your talents, and go get it started. So, I am feeling very energetic right now. I hope you are feeling the same. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want to see more readings, definitely subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to watch your sun, moon, and rising if you feel like it for this reading. But yeah, I love doing this reading and I hope you enjoyed it. You can book a personal tarot reading with me. I'll link my Etsy shop in the description. The listings should be up right now. If not, they will be up soon. So, I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling good too. So I'm now gonna get going to Gemini. Hi, Gemini, suns, moons, rising. So if you are Gemini rising, this new moon will be in your 11th house. And the 11th house is associated with networking, making contacts, group activities, as well as income earned from business. So with your new moon here, focus on making contacts, reaching out to others, both in social and professional sense. So any goals involving networking, making connections with others would be a good focus for the new moon. So, Gemini, let's get going to your reading. What is it that you can expect or can work on or can focus on for the new moon in Aries? At the Queen of Wands and at the Page of Swords, which is interesting. So the Queen of Wands is somebody who has the power over their own passions, knows what their passions and interests and talents are. They have a lot of creativity. They are very comfortable in their own skin, and they are definitely very motivated to do stuff. And then we have the Page of Swords, who is somebody who is confident, but she doesn't really look like she's very comfortable in where she is right now. So we have two very different figures here together. It's somebody who is trying to work hard. She's thinking things through. She has ideals, but maybe she doesn't really know how to work with them. And then we have the Queen of Wands, who is just very comfortable in their own skin and very motivating. So I definitely want to pull another card to see what this means. We have the Strength card, which indicates perseverance and willpower. So maybe you are currently doing something that you're just not feeling. You just do not really feel like you have the willpower. You don't have the passion for whatever it is that this symbolizes, but there's something else that you are interested in doing. And the Strength card also indicates that you are somebody, or it symbolizes being dependable or being able to depend on somebody, being compassionate, being patient. So it could be that you are in a situation right now where somebody depends on you, but you maybe you don't want them to depend on you. And then we have the King of Pentacles, who is somebody who is very generous and ambitious. So I feel like I'm trying to get my thoughts and my words together because there are a lot of things that we can take from this. There is somebody who depends on you, and you have been super generous with your attention and with your time to whoever it is that is depending on you. But there is just something else that you need to focus on, and that other thing that you need to focus on is yourself. Here we have a bunch of court cards. Maybe that is that there are a lot of people involved. But the Knight of Swords is somebody who's very spirited and full of action. As you can see, the Knight of Swords is the knight in the tarot deck that is the quickest. So there's a lot of things, maybe quick developments. Okay, so I had to sit with this for a little bit. I feel like the Knight of Swords is somebody who is very quick thinking. So where the Page of Swords will kind of think over before they say something, I feel like the Knight of Swords is much quicker with the thinking and maybe saying some things before they really have thought them through. So maybe that means something to you in regards to the person, or maybe it's not a person, maybe it's a job that really depends on you, and that you have been very generous with your attention and your time to that job while you still have yourself to think about. Don't forget that not only your work, your job, or another person depends on you, you also need to be able to depend on yourself. Don't forget about yourself. We have the Nine of Cups, who is or which relates to being comfortable. So maybe this job or this situation has become very comfortable to be in because it's what you're used to, but it's not really what brings you happiness. It's not really what is bringing you fulfillment. And this card also relates to blessing. So it is not a bad thing to want to do things for yourself and to work on yourself. So don't just be dependable for other people. Definitely work on yourself too. Don't be afraid to choose yourself and to maybe even feel like you're letting somebody else down, if that means that you get to work on yourself. And we have the Lovers card, which indicates a decision to be made. Maybe the person or the situation or the job that is depending on you is giving you some kind of choice. Also interesting, the Lovers card associates with the sign of Gemini. So that is something interesting here too. But yeah, the Lovers definitely indicate some kind of union, some kind of partnership, harmony, and it can indicate either balance or imbalance, as well as any decisions that you have to make. So because we do have that sword energy here, we kind of have a little bit of everything. But since we have two swords and we here have the Lovers card, if there is a decision that you're currently thinking about making, if there is a decision that you have to make, the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords definitely tell me that you really need to think it through. The Swords, the Suit of Swords is related to air energy, which is the element of Gemini. So talk it through with a friend who you can confide in, who you trust, who helps you actually think things through. Be open with your opinions. Exchange ideas with a friend or with somebody else who you can trust to help you think over this decision. And if you think it over and you truly have your best interests in mind, then I'm confident that you will make the right decision. So now I want to pull one or two oracle cards. Oh, I guess we're having two. We have Shift Your Money Mindset, which is interesting because we do have the King of Pentacles here. So, but I think it's not just your money mindset. I think it's your mindset in general, because that is what we have seen in this reading, that you need to shift your mindset to not just be dependable and to work on your for others, but to work for yourself too. And we have Soothe Your Soul, which I think is a great way to end this reading with. Soothe your soul. Find time for yourself. Find time to be confident in your own skin. Find time to do the things that you love, to soothe your soul, whether that is being artistic, or since you are Gemini, maybe you enjoy writing or some other kind of art that you enjoy doing. So yeah, Gemini, suns, moons, risings, this is your reading. It was kind of a lot of energies, a lot of things going on, but maybe that is how your mind is feeling right now. If you want to see more tarot readings from me, definitely subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through Etsy. I'll put the link in the description box below. I should have the listings up already. If not, then they will be up soon. Yeah, just thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And I hope to see you next time. Hi, Cancer, moons, suns, and risings. This is gonna be the reading for you. Okay, Cancer, I literally just did your reading and I was not recording. So I'm gonna put the cards back where they came from and I'm gonna give you your reading. So your reading is gonna be a little bit more to the point because I already did it in detail. The things that I have gathered from your reading. So we have, these are the ones that I pulled first. We have the Four of Swords, which indicates some kind of mental distress and need for some reflection, to take some kind of mental time out. So that is something that you could focus on for the new moon. Some kind of mental time out, to take some time for yourself, definitely self-care. Then we have the Nine of Swords, which indicates some kind of anxiety. This is definitely the anxiety card in the deck, and it indicates that your mind just is full. And the interesting thing was that we have these mental distress cards right here, and then we have the Ace of Cups here, which usually is like a happy card. So we have the Ace of Cups that indicates something new emotionally. So some kind of opportunity or an abundance of emotional satisfaction and love that is available, and self-love as well as love to others. But that's not what we see here in these cards. So that makes me feel that there was something emotionally that happened. And then we got the Six of Cups, which is also about emotions, but it's about childhood. So maybe there is somebody from your childhood who recently got back into your life, or there's something else in your childhood that happened that has caused you emotional distress. And this is also a card of forgiveness, which makes me think that you feel like you have done something to end up where you are right now, but you need to forgive yourself for whatever you think that you did, because you need to take care of yourself right now. And then we have, that's where the Seven of Wands comes in, which is a card of defending yourself, standing up for yourself, whoever it is or whatever it is. Maybe it's a boss, maybe you like your job, or maybe it's a parent, or whoever it is that is making you feel emotional and mental distress. Defend yourself, stand up for yourself. And there are a lot of ways that you can stand up for yourself and take care of yourself, and to prioritize yourself and your own mental health. Maybe that is walking away. Maybe that is finding a way to change the situation. But the Seven of Wands definitely encourages you to stand up for yourself. And then I drew the this card from the Moonology deck, because I thought, you know, Moon, Cancer, hell yeah. So we got the new moon in Libra. And the interesting thing that I got from this card is that it says a new romantic cycle begins, but I don't think that is exactly it. I think we have to look at new moon, which is the start of a beginning, moving on from something else, starting a new cycle. And we have Libra, which is a sign of partnerships. And we have Venus, which is also about self-love. So it's a perfect time, this new moon, to focus on self-love, and to, if you are into spirituality, to kind of do some kind of self-love ritual to make you feel a little better, and to look at the things you can do also after the full moon, or the new moon, sorry, or things you can do after the new moon to constantly take care of yourself. And then I looked into the guidebook, which had some very interesting perspectives, because it said, feel more, think less. And we have the thinking here that is causing you a lot of mental distress, because we have, these are definitely cards of overthinking, especially the Nine of Swords, but the air, or the swords, are air energy, and that is definitely about thinking, and these cards just scream overthinking to me. And then we have, so it says feel more, think less. So definitely think less worries, and try to focus more on emotions and allow yourself to feel. And then something else that I found very interesting from the guidebook is pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. And I talked about how for me, I really enjoy doing makeup, doing my hair, getting a haircut, coloring my hair. And I think those are all great ways to practice some self-love. So if maybe you do have some Libra in your chart somewhere, I mean, everybody has all of the zodiac signs somewhere in their chart. It just affects us differently. Maybe it is a good idea for you to kind of take care of yourself and to practice self-love through doing something with your appearance. Maybe that is putting on some makeup, while jamming out to some music, or watching beauty videos if that is something that you enjoy doing, and doing your own makeup and just kind of distracting yourself from the emotional and mental distress that you're feeling. And then the last one that I pulled was this one: a personal issue reaches resolution, the full moon in Cancer, which is appropriate. So there has been a lot of emotional mental distress bubbling up. You can see here, this is overflowing this cup with, I feel like all of the energies here is overflowing. That is what your mind is feeling right now, but it will reach a resolution. It doesn't mean that all of your problems will have been solved by the time the new moon arrives. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be resolved very quickly after the new moon. You do have to put in the work. You do have to practice that self-love and that self-care, take some kind of a mental timeout. But things are always coming together, and you need to do what is right for you. You need to think about ways that you can take care of yourself, and that can look like a lot of different things. Maybe that is journaling, maybe that is going to therapy. I am a big fan of therapy myself. And if you really are feeling so much emotional distress, if you feel like you have a lot of emotional baggage, and you are just feeling a lot of anxiety, then maybe that is not a bad decision. So yeah, that is the reading for you, Cancers. And I didn't even mention what your new moon will be in. So your new moon will be in your 10th house of career and public standing, as a Cancer rising, by the way. So it is a good time to develop new business plans and goals, and you might experience a sense of renewal in regards to your career goals. So it is a time to focus on the elements of your personality that you are projecting to society and as a professional. So I hope this reading helped you in some way. If you want to see more readings, definitely subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you here. If you want to book a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can do so through my Etsy. The listing should already be up. If not, they will be up soon, and I'll link that in the description box below. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, hello, Leo, suns, moons, and risings. If you are a Leo rising, this new moon will be in your 9th house of mental exploration and long distance travel. So you might feel a need for growth and exploration, and the new moon may bring some restlessness and dissatisfaction with your regular routines. Especially since it is in Aries and we feel a lot of impulsiveness. So try to initiate new projects or activities that expand your mind and feed your spirit for adventure. So Leos, let's see what we can do right now. I switched to the Housewives Tarot deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card of, well, fortune and success. Ooh, I dropped a card. And of good things coming. And I love it when the Death card comes up, especially when it comes up with the Wheel of Fortune or a similar card, because it just tells me that you are going to go through some kind of transition. It could be a transition of work-related things. It could be a transition of emotional relationships. Maybe you're moving soon. And the transition is going to bring good things. You are shedding, you are letting go of things and people that no longer serve you, and it's only going to work out for the better. Oh, I actually pulled 2 cards. I pulled the Seven of Swords, which, as you can see, this is the energy of backstabbing. It's very clear that this is the energy of backstabbing. So maybe you have a friend or somebody in your life who you feel has been hypocritical almost, or who just has been a backstabbing friend, really. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is she's here waving and saying goodbye. So I think all of this is kind of telling me that there is a situation, or more likely a person in your life who has been backstabbing you, who just is not serving you. And I don't think that people should like literally serve you, but they are not bringing good things to your life, and it's just time to let go of them. It's time to move on. Think of yourself, and especially with the new moon, of moving on. And it just tells me that there is a situation that you need to move on from. You need to cut them out of your lives, and you will be happier for it. Oh, and we have the Ace of Cups. I have the Two of Swords. I just have a couple of cards that really wanted to come out. The Ace of Cups is something emotional. So we have a lot of swords here. I'm gonna kind of go card to card. With the Ace of Cups, there's something emotional happening, something emotionally new. So that could mean that this, it could mean that the person who is maybe not who you thought they were is somebody who you were close to. So it can definitely hurt to let go of them, which is kind of why we have this Death card here, that it is transitioning and moving on is not easy to do, and it can cause a little bit of heartbreak, you know. But I do think it's necessary to, you know, to cut out people in your life who do not have your best interests in mind. The Ace of Cups can also relate to happiness, to be glad that you are cutting them out of your life, and that there are tons of other options for you out there, whether that is for a friendship, for a job, for a relationship. There are just so many better things there are just so many better things, and I know that can be a tough decision to make. The Two of Swords definitely indicates hard decisions and finding balance, and there's definitely a balance of knowing when to cut people out of your life. I know that it's not an easy thing to do, but you need to, and maybe she is wearing a blindfold here, so it could be that you've been kind of blinded to the truth. So this person has not had your best interest in mind for a long time, and you're finally starting to see that. Maybe other people are kind of telling you that it is, or maybe it was your own intuition, because we do have the moon here, and that is all about your intuition, about feeling like something is up and something is just not right. Let's see, what else do we have with the Two of Swords? Maybe you've been refusing to see things logically. Maybe you feel like, but this person is like my best friend, or this person is like one of the only friends that I have. But maybe that's not the case. And even if it is the case, it's definitely so possible to make new friends. But there is nothing good about trying to stick to a person who brings you nothing but misery. Actually, like, I'm trying to put together my message, but I feel like that is definitely what is going on here. And then with the King of Swords, it's about maturity and intelligence, and I think you just really need to consider yourself and to be a mature person here. And even if they are not being mature, the person, the backstabbing person, we should say, just be the mature person and cut them out of your life, because that is not childish. I know that sometimes people make us feel like it is childish to cut people out of our lives, but I actually think that is the mature thing to do, to know when somebody is bringing you nothing but misery, and when somebody is just not good for you. And that is something that you have to trust your own intuition on, because at the end of the day, you are the only person who you have to live with. And yeah, of course, you want people by your side, but you want people by your side who have your best interests in mind, who, how do I want to say that? Who just actual friends, you know, no fake friends. And then the moon is also a card of almost fear and delusion. So you have been maybe fearing this friend, or you, how do I want to say this? You just are anxious about cutting them out of your life and being afraid that maybe you are cutting out other people with this friend. But there are so many people in the world, okay? There are so many people in the world, and you do not need this toxic person in your life. And I feel like this is a great time. The new moon is a great time to focus on yourself and to... Okay, so my camera cut off there, but I'm pretty sure I got the message through. So now I want to pull some cards from, you know what? I don't want to use Monology. I want to use the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. Oh, that was quick. See if we can get another card. This one. Oh, I love that. This says Phantom Quartz, embrace change. So embrace the changes that you need to make. I'm pretty sure this relates to the Death card of transition and changes that you need to make. And we had the Lemurian Quartz, practice patience. I think you need to be patient and kind of forgiving, I want to say, of yourself. And if you've been feeling very rushed for some kind of reason, maybe that has nothing to do with the rest of the reading, but if you've been feeling kind of rushed, maybe you are in a rush to almost pull your life together, or rushing in some other way, then I think it's good to kind of slow down and take some time for yourself. And the Phantom Quartz really just encourages you to make the most of the changes that are happening. So Leo, suns, moons, and risings, this was the reading for you. I hope it resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what resonated with you, if any. If you want to see more tarot readings, subscribe to my channel. Or if you want to have a personal reading done by me, then you can book me through Etsy. I'll put the link in the description box below. If the listing is not up yet, it will be up soon. Yeah, definitely subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, Virgo, moons, suns, rising. So if you are a Virgo rising, this new moon will be in your 8th house of spiritual transformation and regeneration. So if you've been feeling kind of spiritually disconnected, this new moon will be a great opportunity for you to kind of regenerate that again. So let's see what you can focus on, or what you can expect for the new moon. We have the 9 and 8 of Pentacles, which just flew themselves out. Which is interesting because we have earth energy, and I feel like Virgo is a sign, or people who really need to ground themselves, because they can kind of like to go very quickly about things. So I feel like grounding yourself is a very good thing to do. With the 8 of Pentacles, this indicates hard work. You are probably somebody who either has been working really hard lately, or you're just in general somebody who works very hard. It's not surprising to get the 8 of Pentacles in a tarot card reading for a Virgo. So with the 9 of Pentacles, we have somebody who enjoys materialistic things, who is very comfortable right now, and who has laid a solid foundation. So it doesn't surprise me to have these two cards with each other, because hard work, if you work hard and you are getting the right opportunities, then you will be able to live a comfortable life. This, to me, it says laid a solid foundation. So maybe that is something that you are working on right now, or something that you can focus on for the new moon, that If you've been feeling a little bit distracted, then this is an indicator, a message for you to get back to it and to get back to work and to not distract yourself with, I don't know, maybe watching a lot of YouTube. I don't know. And if you currently have been working hard, but you feel like you have not really seen the benefits, I think the Nine of Pentacles is an indicator that it will come, but also that you need to work towards it. So we also got the Ace of Pentacles. We have so much earth energy here. So the Ace of Pentacles is definitely about new opportunities, new success, abundance. So there's definitely this materialistic, this possessions kind of energy here with wealth, with money. So maybe you have been in a situation where money was on your mind a lot, because we are picking up a lot of that kind of energy. So maybe money has been on your mind a lot, and you have been working to financial independence. You've been working hard, and you are finally currently in a place where you feel comfortable with what you have and where you are in life. I do not read reversals. We have the Nine of Cups, which is also a card of feeling content and feeling emotionally fulfilled and being comfortable with both your possessions and your emotions. So you might be at a place right now where you haven't been in a long time. And I really like that I pulled this next to the Eight of Pentacles, because the Nine of Cups is definitely a message, or it definitely has the message of trust yourself, treat yourself also, because you have worked hard to be where you are right now. So this new moon in Aries in, what did I say, your 8th house, it will be, I think it will be a good moment for you to slow down, because we do have that earth energy, and that is definitely about grounding yourself and kind of slowing down and being proud of what you've done and what you've achieved so far. And I think the new moon is a great time right now to, okay, so you have your financial, your materialistic things going on right now that are feeling good. You have your emotional things going on that are going well. But what about your spiritual things? You know, the sign of Virgo is in the tarot related to or associated with the Hermit card, which is about a kind of a spiritual quest almost. Okay, so I just drew these two. We have more earth energy, we have more pentacles, and we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is associated with anxiety and not really feeling well, being worried. So maybe you feel like all these things that are going right and you've been working so hard, maybe you're either anxious that it's not going to happen or that it's not going to stay, and that you are almost afraid of losing everything. And then with the King of Pentacles, it's about fortune and abundance again. So all of these cards really go well together, and I feel like you just are kind of afraid that it is all gonna go away, maybe, that even though you've worked so hard for it and you absolutely deserve it, that you're just afraid that either you're gonna mess it up or something else is gonna happen. But I think the King of Pentacles has the message of, you know, you are ambitious, you are talented, and if you just stay the course and just keep planning ahead, you will have everything that you wish for. Because that is, can you see him? He is wearing his crown, he's reading his newspaper while laying down, petting his cute dog, smoking a pipe if that is your thing. He has everything that he has ever wished for, and that is definitely something. I mean, these are not predictions, but I definitely feel like this is something that is possibility for you, as long as you keep working hard and you don't distract yourself with any anxious feelings, any anxious thoughts that you have been having. So let's see if we can get another card for you, or if we're gonna go on to Oracle. Okay, this one flipped, so this is gonna be less tarot cards. It's the Ten of Wands. You can see here she has so many things going on, and I think this really relates back to when I said don't distract yourself with with anxious thoughts, because if you work hard, you don't distract yourself, then you can get all of these things. But if you give into your anxiety, if you give into your insecurities maybe, then this is what you're going to feel like. This is almost like a warning card. Like if you give yourself over, if you to the anxieties and to the worries, to your insecurities, then this is what you're going to feel like. The Ten of Wands is a card of burdens and being exhausted and struggling. So if you are maybe feeling this right now, if you are exhausted, if you have been struggling, it is a good time with the new moon to release those burdens and to bring projects to fruition, because this is fire energy. Wands are fire energy, and the Aries new moon, the Aries sign, is also fire. So give into any creative impulses that you might feel. I don't know, Virgo and Aries are kind of, they kind of butt heads. So if you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, then it might be hard to kind of give into any Aries kinds of feelings, because Aries don't mind giving into their creativity, into their creative impulses, while as a Virgo, you really like to think things over, you like to ground yourself, and we definitely do see a lot of earth energy here, so that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I now want to go into the daily crystal inspiration deck, because crystals are earth energy too. So, oh, okay. My neighbors are coming home and I'm sitting here like almost right in front of the window, so I really hope they don't look in. The Shang Guide, which says detox your life, and I think yeah, that goes pretty well with the reading. Detox your life, detox yourself of, and I generally don't really like the word detox because it makes me think of those disgusting detox teas and then do you know what to your body, but kind of flush out any toxicity in your life is what I want to say then. So any toxic thoughts, any toxic people that you have, any other toxic things in your life, detox it. Maybe it is a good time for you right now for spring cleaning. You know, we are in spring right now. You are a Virgo, you like things to be structured. So maybe that is the message that you need to hear right now. That for the new moon, it is a good thing to declutter your space, your thoughts. I think that's a good message. And we have Rhodonite, find a way to forgive. So that could be forgiveness for other people. It could also be forgiveness for yourself. If you feel like you've been holding yourself back in some way, forgive yourself for be okay with having anxious thoughts sometimes, because everybody has them. Everybody has worries. Everybody can feel anxious at some point in their life. So definitely don't, how do I want to say this? Don't be so hard on yourself. That is what I want to say. And I think that is a good advice for Virgo in general. So yeah, Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. This was your reading. If you want to see more readings, definitely subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to watch your readings for your, or these readings for your sun, moon, and rising. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through Etsy. I'll link it down below. The listing should already be up, or if not, they will be up soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated with you. I would love to hear from you in the comments down below, and I hope to see you next time. Hello Libra, suns, moons, and rising. So if you are a Libra rising, this new moon will be in your 7th house of fortune in partnership. So think relationships, legal affairs, and even politics. So this is going to be, so this might be a time that you're feeling a little bit of friction, because Aries and Libra are opposite of each other in the zodiac. So Aries will be opposite in its opposite house than where it defaults. So Aries defaults in the first house, and for you, if you are a Libra rising, then the Aries new moon will be in its opposite house, if that makes sense. So let's see what the cards have for you. I already, of course, I already shuffled, and this card kind of stuck out. So we have the Justice card, which relates to the sign of Libra. And we have the Star card, which is associated with the sign of Aquarius. So that makes me think, when I look at the stars, there's just hope, there's opportunities, there's maybe something that has happened that has kicked your butt. And better times are coming. That is definitely something that the Star card tells you. It is a card of healing, of hope, inspiration, having compassion, not just for others, but also for yourself, and also maybe the world having some compassion for you with what you have been through. So it is definitely a release from burdens, any burdens that you have been going through, have been feeling, and it marks a brighter future. And for the Justice card, it is about fairness and honesty. So maybe karma. I definitely associate karma with the Justice card. Justice will prevail is a message that always comes through with this card. So that means that other people who have done you wrong, karma will get up to them. If you have been really good, then karma will come up to you, will get, how do I say it? Get up with, good things will happen to you is what I mean to say with that. And if there is somebody in your life, or there might be somebody in your life who's gonna show their true colors to you, and that could mean that it is a friend who's gonna show you that they are a true friend, or it's somebody in your life who will show you their true colors in a negative way that you haven't been expecting. So a couple of cards stick out to me. We have the King of Cups. Let's see if another card kind of sticks out. Not yet. So the King of Cups is related to romance and to maturity. It is somebody who is very romantic and emotionally stable. So it could mean that through whatever it is that you went through, you're going to be more emotionally stable. Maybe you're getting rid of something or somebody in your life who's been making you, or who had been making you feel emotionally unstable. And whatever it is, it's gonna work out for the better for you. And this could also indicate somebody who is willing to lend an ear or shoulder to cry on when needed. So this could be that somebody else in your life needs you to kind of vent to, or you need somebody, or you have somebody that you can rave to on an emotional level. So I also pulled these cards. I don't read reversals. So this is a lot of emotional energy. So I feel like there with the Star, we talked about healing. So I definitely get this feeling of emotional healing. And it is interesting that we have both the King and the Queen of Cups, where the King of Cups is about maturity and emotionally stable, and being there for you to, like, he has his own beer, and he also gave you a beer. So it's like, okay, come on, let's have a drink together and let me be there for you. And the Queen of Cups is more like a motherly figure. It doesn't have to be like an actual mother, just can be a motherly figure. And it's about emotional openness. So being open about your emotions. And it could be almost, I don't want to say like releasing, more like revealing any emotional dysfunction that you've been feeling, might have been feeling, or maybe somebody else in your life has been feeling very needy. There's definitely some feeling of taking up a lot of attention, taking up a lot of your attention maybe. But they are very nurturing and very loving. And then with the Three of Cups, It is about friendships. I feel like it is definitely about friendships, about teamwork, about celebration. It could be, let's see, it could be friends with your friends you've been through something together, or it could be that your friends will be these emotional support system that you have, because we do have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is your emotional support system, and those could be maybe your friends, or since we do have like this baby here, it could mean that one of your friends maybe is pregnant or will announce her pregnancy. I do not do readings on pregnancy, but whenever something like this comes through, I would like to say that, because it doesn't have to mean pregnancy. It could just mean other kinds of children in your surroundings. I also want to say I just pulled a card, and that is the Ten of Swords, which isn't necessarily, okay, so not necessarily bad nor a good card. It talks about closure, about endings, conclusion, maybe separation. So you could feel separated maybe from your friends, but you have to keep in mind, you have to be optimistic that they are your emotional support system. Maybe you have been feeling disconnected from somebody else, or you've been disappointed by something. This also relates to feeling a fear of rejection. So, but this definitely is a card of, there's something going on right now that you're not comfortable with, that you're unhappy about. But the message of this card also is always that pain will end and you will come out stronger, having survived it. Okay, so I want to pull this card, which is Temperance, which is a very balancing card. So it is about that. I think it's and it's interesting that I pulled it next to the Justice card, because the Justice card could work both ways. And as a Libra, you are very balanced. You may not be great at making decisions because you see the pros and cons of all sides, and that is definitely the energy that I get from the Temperance card as well. With the Justice card, it could go either way, because karma works both ways. It works when you've done something bad, or when you've been putting out bad vibes. Bad karma will get you. And if you've been putting out good vibes and you've been doing good things, then good things will happen to you. And I feel like the Temperance card kind of strengthens that meaning, that connection. And the Temperance card is also a card of healing, of creation, of moderation, as well as recovery. So you might be feeling some or experiencing some spiritual clarity, and it is maybe you need to hear that you need to compromise on something. This Ten of Swords situation could be revealing something. It could be a situation where there's not a clear yes or no, take it or leave it kind of answer, but there needs to be some balance, kind of choosing the middle path. So I think that is it for tarot. I now want to pull cards from the Daily Crystal inspiration deck to see what insights this can give us. Okay, this one, okay, these definitely stuck out. So we have Rainbow, Obsidian, Heal Your Heart, and we definitely had a couple of messages about healing yourself. This says healing your heart, which makes sense with Libra being ruled by Venus. So definitely work with that 7th house energy during the full moon, or new moon, sorry, where Aries is in. And as you're right, get laser focused. I don't really want to say get laser focused, but more focus on the things that will help you. Think things through. We have that emotional support system. Focus on the good things that they can do for you. So focus on the good things and not as much as on whatever this Ten of Swords stands for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want to see more readings, you can subscribe to my channel. I have a bunch of readings on there. Also, don't forget to watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want to book a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can do so through my Etsy. The listing should already be up, and if not, they will be up soon. Yeah, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hello, Scorpio suns, moons, and risings. So for Scorpio risings, the new moon will be in your 6th house of service and health. So you might experience this intense need to help others and to feel useful in the world. And you might feel some impulses and creative ideas surrounding that. So Scorpio moon and rising, let's see what message we have for you for the new moon. Anything you can expect, anything you need to focus on. Let's bring it. I personally am a Scorpio rising. So let's see what the cards have for us. Definitely this one. Oh, okay. So we have fire energy. Okay. These ones all fell down, but this one really jumped out. So we have the sun, which is again fire energy. Okay, so I'm gonna pull them this way. With the 3 of Wands, you're definitely waiting on something. There's maybe something, an opportunity, an email, some news that you are waiting for. I feel like it's kind of annoying you because we also have this Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands is all about action and adventure and opportunities and go, and that is not what is happening. I feel like you are lacking the patience. You just really want to go on, and especially with the new moon being in Aries and this Aries energy being all being like go. I feel like this situation is really annoying you because you've been waiting on something, because the 3 of Wands is definitely about waiting for the future, waiting for results, and trying to look and plan ahead. So I definitely want to say focus on that. Focus on so it's kind of hard, right? Because you want to focus on the now. You want to be grounded and being in the here and now. Because you have this feeling of I just want to go. It is kind of causing friction for you. So I think you need to find a good balance between looking forward to see what you can do and not just waiting and feeling like you maybe are not in control of the situation, of the thing that you are waiting for, and just kind of look at your vision and kind of try to inspire yourself and put some effort towards where you want to go. And the Sun card, like I said, more more fire energy. So this is definitely an optimistic card, and it definitely says that good things are coming. So I feel like the news or the thing that you've been waiting for, that you've been looking for, it's gonna happen. I feel like, or the outcome will be a good outcome. It might not be exactly what you expect, but it will turn out well. And then with the 10 of Cups, this is definitely about completion, happiness, commitment, emotional fulfillment, and balance, as well as contentment. So whatever it is that you are waiting for, you need to not be so impatient. I mean, I can definitely relate to being impatient. But you need to, it's good that you have a drive and that you like to pursue your goals, and you're kind of maybe on this quest for passion, to find your passion project. But it's also good to live in the moment and to focus, just to focus on what it is that you want. And I feel like good things are coming to you, And that doesn't mean that all of these things will be coming to you during the new moon, or right after the new moon, but it's something that if you keep working towards it, it will come true. So with the Ace of Wands, the aces are always about new opportunities and something new coming. So the Ace of Wands is definitely, again, we have so much fire energy. This burning passion, this creativity, this want to create, this feeling confident and ambitious, and knowing that you have the talent to you have potential, And the Ace of Wands definitely, how do I say this? This Ace of Wands indicates that there are new opportunities coming, new ideas, and that there is a potential for action. With the Strength card, even more fire energy, because the Strength card relates to the sign of Leo. So we have so much fire energy here. We have passion, we have creativity, we have ambition, and just a lot of wanting to act. Okay, so the Strength card is about perseverance, about willpower, about going, about courage, being confident, as well as being compassionate to yourself. But it also represents or indicates that you need to be patient. So I love how it is right here with the Knight of Wands, who is very impatient and who just wants to go, go, go. The Three of Wands, who's waiting for results, which makes you feel impatient. And then this one just says that you need to be a little bit more patient. And I feel like that is the message that you need to hear right now. I'm gonna pull from, okay, I want to use a Moonology. So let's see what the Moonology Oracle deck can tell you. I'm gonna put this upward a little bit. The full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. So the thing that we have been talking about, results, about things needing to happen, and this definitely says that they are, you know, within reach. This says that whatever is meant for you will happen, and to not distract yourself with anything that will not serve you. It kind of tells you that you need to let go of the control a little bit. We have this Strength card, which says that you want control. You have the willpower, you have the perseverance, and you just want to go, go, go. But you just need to take a step back. You need to be patient. You need to let it play out. And this definitely tells me that for the new moon, if you do a new moon ritual, or you're looking to do something to connect with the new moon, it recommends meditation, maybe some kind of yoga or some other way of connecting to your spirituality. Okay, I want to pull one more card for you, if we can get one. Oh, okay, I love this. This is a great way to end this reading with. It says, have faith in your dreams. And I think that is a beautiful way to end this with, because you have a lot of dreams, you have passion, you have, there are things that you want. And I think this message was pretty clear. Have faith in your dreams, and they will happen. You know, they will not just happen to you. You have to work towards it. This fire energy is definitely not about doing nothing. And the Ten of Cups, did I even talk about? Yeah, I talked about the Ten of Cups, but there I was just distracted by all of the fire energy. But yeah, your Ten of Cups, your contentment, your happiness, that will all happen. But you do need to put in the work. Scorpio, sun, moons, and risings. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it and hope it resonated with you. Don't forget to look for your sun, moon, and rising signs in this reading. If you want to see more readings, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I have a bunch of readings on my channel already, and I will do more, of course. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through my Etsy shop. I'll link that in the description box below. The listings should already be up. If they're not up already, they will be up soon. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, Sagittarius, suns, moons, and risings. If you are a Sagittarius rising, then the new moon will be in your 5th house of creativity. So having all of this fire energy with the Aries New Moon in the 5th house that defaults Leo, and being a Sagittarius rising, you might be feeling, or you might feel bursting with creativity and passion. So let's see what we have for you. So this is about what you can expect for the new moon, anything you can focus on for the new moon that is in Aries. So let's see what messages we can get for you. We have the Four of Swords and Judgment. So the Four of Swords is about taking some mentally, like, take some time for yourself, self-care, all of that stuff. We have Judgment, which also is about healing and kind of getting some clarity, having revelations, whether that means that through meditation and through a kind of taking a mental time out, you are getting those revelations, or you have been, there just have been things revealed to you that you need to take some time to think about. That could be whatever, something that has been revealed that makes you wanna take some time to think about, because maybe you thought with the sun that everything was great, everything was positive, everything was happy, but there just are some things that you didn't know, because this is definitely about spirituality and secrets that are being revealed or have been revealed, and kind of so Judgment is also about transformation. So it could be that somebody else is going through a transformation and you just don't know what you feel about that, if that is something that you can relate to, that if that is something that is okay with you, kind of. And it also indicates that you might be feeling a lack of purpose in your life. And I know with a lot of fire energy, with Aries as well as Leo, and I'm pretty sure Sagittarius has the same thing, you want to be useful, you want to know what your purpose in life is. And the Judgment card could feel like you don't feel like you have a purpose. And in this card you can see all of these people are looking up to this, I don't know, angel that is here, hoping to see if they maybe have the solution. So maybe it could mean that through meditation you will find some mental clarity, you will find some clarity on your purpose. And the sun is about lightness, about optimism, growth, that good things are coming to you and that clarity is coming to you. So this message definitely says that you need to take some time for yourself. And the Five of Discs talks about some kind of struggle, and usually this is about financial struggles, but I think it can be struggles on any kind of level. It could be on a spiritual level, it could be on a creative kind of struggle. Maybe you haven't really been feeling very inspirational, and you usually do, or that is something that you thrive off of being motivated, and that is just something that you have been struggling with. And here we have the Princess of Wands with somebody who's very optimistic, and that kind of relates to the sun, but it's very different from this. So maybe you have these two things in your life. Maybe one thing you are really struggling with, and another thing you are thriving off of, or you used to thrive and now you feel like you're struggling, or there's kind of this divided energy here, that one thing is going really well and you've been very happy about. And I feel like the Princess of Wands is encouraging you to kind of explore where your talents are. What is it that you are good at? You can do that through meditation, through some self-care, I want to say. And the Nine of Discs is about leisure and comfort and laying a solid foundation. So maybe that is something that you're lacking. Maybe you're lacking a solid foundation in, I'm not really getting a very specific feeling of where this foundation is lacking. Maybe that is some emotional stability, because I do not have any cups here. We have the discs, we have wands, and we have swords, but we do not have any cups. So that could feel that you are maybe a little bit emotionally disconnected, maybe. Okay, so these are the two cards that I want to pull now. Okay, so I have the Hermit, and I kind of want to switch them around, because we have the Hermit here, which indicates some kind of soul searching, some kind of way of being on a spiritual path. So I definitely feel like a good thing for you to do this new moon is to kind of get in touch with your spirituality and to take some time, like I've already said 1,000 times, take a little time for yourself, take kind of a mental time out. And then on the other side we have the Four of Wands, and we have all this positive energy. Actually, maybe I should put them this way, because even though you are struggling, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and there will always be something good happening. And this is about security and stability and success and harmony. So I already talked about those two conflicting energies, and there will be harmony in there, or you need to find the harmony in those two conflicting energies. Maybe there's even one specific situation that you could see either a positive way or a negative way, and kind of need to see the harmony in that, I think. And the Hermit really has the message of a spiritual quest, find some guidance, a mentor, and do some meditation, some kind of way to find some growth, and you might feel like you're in some kind of spiritual crisis, and I think some soul searching, as well as breaking from any distractions, are good things for you to do. So I want to pull from the Moonology Oracle deck to see if we can get anything else for you. I'm gonna pull these up here. We have the new moon eclipse. Okay, so I got 2 cards for you. You are lucky. We have the new moon eclipse, which says expect powerful change, and this could be a change in mindset even, because I do feel like we have this spiritual disconnection almost, and I feel like if you work on that, then you can definitely expect powerful changes in your mindset, in your spiritual journey. And I feel like Scorpios also, we have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. That could also be here with this negative energy. It's time to release that. It's time to look at the positive, at the bright things that life has for you. I'm just gonna put it in the middle here. And then we have mutable moon, nothing is yet set in stone. I think that's awesome, because you have the free will, you have the power in your own life to work for, to make it work, to make life work for you, and nothing is yet set in stone. So anything that I talk about in this reading also means that these are just messages. You have the free will, you have the power to take charge of your own life. So I always want to say, you know, take these readings with a grain of salt, and also always take what resonates and leave the rest. Oh, interestingly, I didn't even know this. I just looked at the guidebook to see what sign Sagittarius is, and Sagittarius is a mutable sign, and those are and when the moon is in one of these signs, it's not, of course, it's in Aries, but you need to be a little bit more flexible. And I think that that is a good message to know, that you need to be, you have to be flexible and to go with the flow, and to see when life hands you something good, go with that. And when life hands you something negative, know that you have the free will, you have the power to deal with that. So, that was a lot. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know in the comments down below if it resonated with you and what resonated with you. If you want to see more readings, you can first of all look through this video for your sun, moon and rising, and then you can subscribe to my channel, because I have a ton more readings already up on my channel, and there will be more readings coming. Or if you want a personal one-on-one tarot reading, you can book one with me through my Etsy shop. I'll put the link in the description down below. The listings may already be up. If not, then they'll be up soon. So I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hello Capricorn, suns, moons and risings. So if you are a Capricorn rising, this new moon will be in your 4th house of home. So this house governs your home life in the past, present and future. Anything that you keep protected and secluded from the rest of the world. So you may feel impulsive because of the Aries new moon about changing your close surroundings. So let's see, Capricorn, sun, moons and risings. What messages you need to hear for the new moon? Anything that you need to focus on for the new moon? Oh, okay, so I don't know why all of these cards are coming out right now. We have, I'm first going to look at this, because we have the Death card, which is about transition and moving on. So that is a really it's like an expected card for the new moon, because it is about moving on and starting over and beginning. And I feel like this is such a Capricorn card to have as well, because the Ten of Pentacles is about success and victory and being exactly where you are supposed to be. But being where you are right now, maybe you are afraid of changes. I know that Capricorn are really stable and they crave stability. And if you currently are right now that where you need to be, or where you feel like you need to be, and there may be other options, because the Two of Wands is about options and focus and choices and focusing on your goals, which is something that Capricorn generally are really good at. So with the Death card here, you might be afraid of some changes that are happening in your life. Let's see what changes we are talking about. We have the Eight of Discs, which is all about working hard, about having a drive, and I feel like that is a very Capricorn energy, because I mean, of course, because Capricorn is an earth sign and the discs are earth, but it's about wanting some recognition, and that you are ambitious, and all of the hard work that you've been putting in will be rewarded. The Three of Wands is about waiting for results. There may be something in your life right now that you are waiting on, something that and I feel like this is almost like a standstill, because they are standing, they are still right here, and they are looking out, waiting for something. You might be feeling a little impatient. You might be feeling frustrated. I feel like you are maybe feeling a little frustrated. And then with the Star, we have healing, optimism, inspiration, compassion, which is something that maybe doesn't really come that natural to Capricorn. So, okay, we have this. There are changes coming. You can expect changes, or you have recently gone through changes, because the Death card is about rebirth and about releasing things that, and clearing away of people, things, and ideologies that no longer serve you. That is something that is very clear with the Death card, that you need to, or you're letting go of people who no longer serve you. And that can be hard, because maybe they helped you get where you are right now, and that can feel kind of guilty. But you know what, you have the option, you can choose. This Two of Wands is about choosing. You have the option of focusing on your guilt, that you are letting go of people who you just no longer need in life, but you feel like you owe it to them to keep them in your life. And this doesn't have to be necessarily people. It could be a job, it could be anything else, a relationship, whatever. But you have the option of feeling guilty and feeling bad about it, or you have the option of moving on with your life and just going with it, and just keep working hard, because everything that you have earned in your life, you deserve. Everything you have in your life, yeah, you deserve it. I want to pull a card from the Daily Crystal Oracle deck. I feel like a lot of cards came out all at once, so this reading was pretty quickly, which is funny, because I feel like Capricorn are all about practicality and being effective. I can't find the words. Okay, so we have a couple of oracle cards here. We have the Angel Aura card, which says lighten up, and that is very funny for a Capricorn, to the message is to lighten up, because Capricorn usually take life very seriously, and life is already serious enough. So it is, I think it is good for you to kind of look at what fun looks like for you. So what can you do to make yourself smile? What was the last time that you had a lot of fun? I think the Angel Aura quartz wants to encourage yourself to have some fun, to let loose a little bit, and to not be maybe as stiff about certain things as you maybe tend to be. And then we have the Malachite, which says it is time to transform. So the interesting thing about, I don't know much about crystals, but I know about this one. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I know about Malachite that it can be a very intense crystal, and that is generally not recommended for beginners. So this even feels to me, I mean, it says it's time to transform. So it really corresponds for me with the Death card about transformation, about letting go. But this is also, like I said, it's not for beginners. So maybe it is time for you to, in your career, for example, to kind of take the next step. And that could be that transformation that the Death card is talking about something that you have been doing and you've been getting really great at, and that it is time to take the next step. And then the last one that I pulled for you is the clear quartz, get crystal clear. I think it's good to look at your vision, see the things that you have in your life right now, and to get crystal clear about the things in your life, about your goals, because this is definitely, let's see which one, this one, the Three of Wands, is about trying to look and plan ahead and to working hard. And I think that this one really can help you, also with the Two of Wands, about focusing on your goals and not get distracted. I think that just really reinforces the message. So Capricorns, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments down below what resonated with you. If you want to see more readings, you can first of all watch your sun, moon and rising in this video, and then subscribe to my channel, look at other readings that I have on my channel, or you can book a personal one-on-one reading with me through my Etsy, because I should have some listings up right now. If not, they will be up soon. And you can book a personal reading with me that way. So I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi Aquarius, suns, moons and risings. If you are an Aquarius rising, the new moon will be in your third house of day-to-day communication, and this will relate to self-expression, family ties and daily travel. So it regards the way you think, speak and write, as well as relationship with siblings. So you might experience impulses to reach out to somebody, for instance. So let's see. This reading is gonna be all about what you can expect for the new moon. What you can expect for the new moon. I just did 10 readings, okay? So you gotta cut me some slack. What you can expect for the new moon, as well as what you need to focus on. So I got a bunch of cards here. Okay, so this is the one that I pulled first. You may be feeling restricted. This is definitely the card of restrictions, and you can see that I'm using the Friends Tarot, by the way. I don't know why I really wanted to use this. I don't know, I just really felt like I wanted to use the Friends Tarot for the Aquarius reading. So we have Monica here, and she is feeling restricted, but she is also blindfolded and she can see that she has a way out. So there is definitely some kind of way that you feel restricted, and it could be because of the devil. And the devil is a distraction. The devil represents some kind of distraction in your life that you need to release, that you need to realize that you do have a choice in the matter. And this could be about anything in your life. Of course, this is a general reading, so I can't be really super specific. But this also says that you are feeling trapped, but you need to know that you do have a way out. And then with the Chariot, this represents a journey, victory, will, action, success, and power. I feel like you haven't really seen, or somebody is making you not see the power and the strength that you have and the amazing person that you are. And the Chariot really has a message of fighting for yourself, and that you are on the right path, even though somebody else may make you think that you are not. And the Chariot could also indicate that you have a fear of failure, that you are afraid to fail, even though you are doing so many things right. And we also have the, sorry, I just always have to laugh at these images. We also have the Page of Pentacles, which is about hard work and focusing and finding your ambition. So maybe you have been on the lookout for your ambition. You think you found it because you are in this place right now. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, somewhere where you feel restricted. You've been looking for your ambition. You've been looking for the thing in your life that that you just really want to do and you really want to go into. And the Chariot really says that you should go for it and that you should not feel scared of the restrictions maybe that you are in right now, or the distractions, any people in your life who say that you cannot do it. If you really, really feel like you can, you probably can. The Page of Pentacles can also indicate news of a job opportunity or some kind of acceptance, sorry. And it also indicates a person who's great at planning. So maybe you are not great at planning and that is something that you need to work on, and that you don't just leave your restrictive situation without a plan, because I think it is good to have a plan if you decide to kind of uproot your life in some way. We have the Nine of Wands, which is he has worked hard to be where he is right now, and I feel like this could be like your future card, that he didn't get out of all of this hard work scar-free, but he is content with where he is right now, and his perseverance and his determination got him where he needed to be. And you can use that perseverance and that determination to get out of this restrictive situation feeling that you are in. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, who is a very generous, fortunate person who grabs on to opportunities, but also somebody who loves luxury, and they are fully aware of their value. That is something that I always get really strong feelings with this Queen of with the Queen of Pentacles. Know your value, know what you are worth, know that you can accomplish so much if you go for it, and that you need to know that you are worth more than maybe the current situation that you are in, or maybe people are keeping you into a certain situation. And know your value. Know that people in your life need to know your value too. So these are the last two tarot cards that I want to pull. Okay, so I first pulled the Queen of Swords, which is about clarity. So I feel like you really need to get some mental clarity. Like, I feel like this is almost the opposite of the Eight of Swords, because here Monica is feeling very restricted, and she feels like there's no way out because she's surrounded by these swords, and she's blindfolded, she's literally being held by some, I don't know, tape, whatever. And then here Monica is sitting, she has the mental clarity, she is level-headed. Yeah, I feel like the Queen of Swords is very emotionally stable as well. They are able to think very level-headed, very clear-headed, and I feel like that is if you want to get out of this situation, you have to act like her. And I feel like Nine of Pentacles is such a nice card too. This is about materialism, but mostly about comfort. Like, he has worked hard, he has a solid foundation, he is secure in where he is. And I feel like maybe you are in a situation where even though you feel restricted, it is kind of comfortable. You are kind of comfortable living in those restrictions because it is what you know. But I feel like you really need to fly out of there. I want to say, maybe get a little uncomfortable. Think like her. Don't be swayed by emotions, but think very level-headed. And you won't get out of it scar-free. So it's gonna be a struggle. But I feel like this new moon is a great time to work on your plans, to know your value, to get a plan. The Page of Pentacles really is about planning. Yeah, that is what I want to do for tarot. And then I want to pull some oracle cards. Let's go with the Moonology. So what other insights can we get? We have, look at the bigger picture, the full moon in Sagittarius. That goes really well with the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like I need to pull that one. First, we have the Eight of Swords, which is really not looking at the bigger picture. They are really, I feel like, really in the current situation, but you need to look broader. You need to look like, think like the Queen of Swords and really look at the bigger picture that is your life, and that there is more to your life than today or even this month, or even this year, you know? Really look at the bigger picture. Oh, and I love this. We have the gibbous moon, which says you're very close to achieving your goal. And I think that means that for this new moon, you really have to look at what it is that you want, get focus on what it is that you want, don't get distracted, be very clear about what it is that you want and work towards it. So that was your reading, Aquarius, suns, moons and risings. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you want to see more readings, definitely subscribe to this channel. I have a bunch up already and there will be new ones to come. If you want to book a personal one-on-one reading, you can do so through Etsy. The link will be in my description. Listings should already be up. If they're not, they're coming soon. So yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Hello Pisces, suns, moons and risings. Whew. So if you are a Pisces rising, the new moon will be in your second house of finances and possessions. So you might feel a little impulsive, you know, that Aries energy about spending money. And it is a good time to think about the way that you spend money and handle your possessions. So, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have never read with this deck before, but I feel really inspired right now to use this for your reading, Pisces. So I hope you feel special. And yeah, so this reading is going to be So this reading is going to be about what you can expect for the new moon, any messages that you need to hear. I don't read reversals. So we have the Six of Wands, which is about celebration, about victory, about something that you are currently doing. Maybe you are on a path of doing that is going to be successful, or you recently have earned some success. And the Knight of Swords is about being very intelligent and being very spirited, and as you can see, full of action. So you are definitely somebody who does not like to sit still. You like to do things and you want them to go your way. Of course, I mean, that's not something that, I mean, if you do something, you don't want it to not go your way, of course, but I feel like this is something that is very strong with you. So I feel like for this new moon, I mean, it is in Aries, so there's a lot of action and a lot of fire energy, and even then we have the fire energy here in the Wands. And I feel like for the new moon, it's good to be action oriented like the King of Swords is. It is good to know what you want to do and create kind of a plan of action, because Aries can be very impulsive, and I want you to sit down and use your head. And I know that it can be hard for Pisces too. I want you to sit still and use your head, use your intelligence, and plan ahead. How can you make sure that what you are doing will be victorious for you? How can you make it successful for you? And I also want you to know that you are good enough. I feel like with the Knight of Swords, you can sometimes have this inferior complex, so thinking that you are not good enough to do what you want to do. But if it is something that you love to do, if it's something that you know you are good at, then I think you are good at it and you shouldn't feel inferior, and you should just go for it. Especially since we have this Six of Wands, which represents, you know, victory and achievement and rewards and a lot of praise. So that is something that maybe you feel like you haven't gotten a lot, like a lot of praise, but I feel like you are allowed to be proud of yourself. Ooh, so that is fun. Let's see what else we can get. So we have the Two of Wands, which represents sort of a duality. So some kind of decision, maybe a way that, or maybe you have been like, he is looking two ways. So he is not focused, and that is something that Pisces can often struggle with being able to focus. And I feel like this definitely sends you the message that you need to focus on your goals if you want to be successful. You know, I know that there are a lot of options out there, a lot of choices, but focus on your goals. Don't get distracted. The High Priestess is a card which is, interestingly enough, it is a card of taking a step back and looking at your intuition and not making a choice right now. That more information will soon be revealed. So maybe it is a good time to not get distracted. Go make your plan of action. That is what the Knight of Swords says. Take your time, make a plan of action, wait until more information is revealed, and then make your decisions. So we have the King of Swords, which is the air energy. So a lot of not communication, I want to say thinking, intelligence, looking at all of the pros and cons, considering being balanced, considering being thoughtful of all of the options. So but don't distract yourself with all the options. I want to say, like I said, make a plan for your actions, focus on your goals, but don't take action yet. Wait till you know everything that you need to know, and then act on it, and then you will be able to achieve your goals. The King of Swords definitely says to me that you will be able to think it all over, and because the King of Swords masters all of the air elements, and I feel like one of the air elements, you know, you think of Gemini, you think of Libra, and you think of Aquarius. So I just blanked. So that means that in order to achieve their goals, they have to be patient, they have to be able to think clearly, they have to be able to communicate clearly, they have to be able to put things in balance, and that is something that you need to be able to achieve your goals. I also wanted to pull this card. So this is the Ace of Coins, which talks about being on a waiting period and the beginning of a manifestation. So the new moon could be a great time for you to start manifesting if that is something that you would like to get into. But it's also a card of working hard and continuing on with patience without compromising your perseverance. So, okay, so this is the last tarot card that I want to pull, and then I will go on to Oracle. So this is again the duality that we have. I like that they are on opposite sides. So we have the Two of Cups, which is about a partnership, some kind of union, happiness, joy. So maybe the victory will be with your relationship. Maybe a relationship has ended. These two, I don't know if they are in a romantic relationship, but I feel like they can't live without each other. They really need each other. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be whatever kind of relationship that you have. You need to find, this is also about balance. There are two cups. There's two. You need to find some balance. So I feel like that can sometimes be very hard with Pisces too, to find balance in something and not just go one way really, really hard, but kind of find that that balance. And now I want to pull from the Moonology deck. Let's see what other insights we can get. We have the new moon in Capricorn, which says your hard work is paying off. So that means that kind of relates for me to the Ace of Coins, because Capricorn is earth energy, coins are earth energy. So that definitely has to do with the Ace of Coins, with the being independent and seeing opportunities and seeing your own potential, especially with Capricorn, because Capricorn usually have so much potential because they are not afraid to work hard and sometimes be a little cold and think about themselves and their reputation. Okay, so this is the last card that I want to pull for you. The full moon in Aries, so a fiery climax approaches. So this encourages you to be assertive and to have a little fun, you know, to chase your dreams. And it can be a very fiery time for you where your emotions are running high. We have this Two of Cups here, which indicates emotions. So that can run a little high right now. And you are just very excited about what lies ahead. But it's good, like I said, to focus on your goals, to not get distracted, and to make a plan. Yeah, I know planning might not be your strong suit as a Pisces, but I think this new moon be a good time to try it. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces, sun, moons, and risings. Don't forget to watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign for this video. If you want to see more tarot readings, definitely subscribe to this channel because I have a bunch of readings already up and there are more coming. So if you want to book a personal one-on-one reading, you can do so through, with me by the way, you can do so through the through my Etsy shop, which I will link in the description box below. The listings should already be up, and if they're not up yet, they will be up soon. For now, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.